Life is too short to not be enjoyed in its full capacity, and that's what I learned during the making of this video. Life is stressful enough. Don't make your hobbies stressful too. If it doesn't bring you joy, it's totally okay to stop doing it. If that one book is making you unhappy, you need to force yourself to read it and you're not gravitating towards it. Know your boundaries, and sometimes it's okay to let it go because new things will arise from the old. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I can't tell you how excited I am to be making this video today because, this one book has been staring at me ever since I've got her, and she's begging to be read, but honestly, she freaks me out a little. She is one of the thickest books that I've owned. This might be a little tricky. Whoa. Oh, I'm okay. She's okay. She is the book that I've been so scared to read because she's just abnormally thick, if I'm being honest. She's a biggie. She's a big girl. The floppability factor of this book is like non-existent. The floppiness, 0 out of 10 floppiness. Like, I'm so scared to open her because she just won't open. I feel like I'm gonna break her spine. But yeah, this week we're gonna try and tackle the big monstrous, not that that's anything bad, but big girl. So the gist of this book, it's high fantasy. I know there's gonna be like dragons, there's gonna be mages, assassins, magic. If you're wondering how long she is, she's 800 pages. If I'm being honest, she could be a little shorter. The text could be a little tinier, and I don't know what they're doing with the borders up here, especially at the bottom. There's so much space. I don't know what they're doing, but she is literally like holding a newborn baby around like 5 pounds. I can't bring her outside, man. I gotta keep her with me like in this room. So yeah. Also, I just saw that there's wyverns in here just like while doing that. And wyverns are so cute. They're just a little bit hideous, shorter dinosaurs. There's 3 maps for this book. What do you mean?
What do you mean? That's not very demure.
She's not very mindful.
No.
I thought that the font would be really big, but it's actually quite small. Not as small as like a Little Life, but it's there. Holding this book by itself is a workout. My forearms ache because you're like really trying to push it down when she just wants to come up. Weirdly, my triceps hurt. I'm like, what am I doing? And there's this much space. Like, no wonder she doesn't want to go down. And also, like, I normally read my book like that, like laying down or like sideways. But with this, I can't. So I can't even put it up like this. It's way too uncomfortable. If you're having a reading session of more than like 10 minutes, you're gonna be aching for the rest of the day. Honestly, even holding it like this is tiring. I don't know why. She's really fighting to like get closed. I don't think I can physically hold this for more than 10 minutes. So we're gonna be laying down on the same exact spot again. Oh, so comfy. Oh, my back. Whoa, she's getting spicy. A stable hand seemed to be counting the freckles on her neckline with his tongue. Oh my goodness, okay, purr. She is so awkward to hold. I'm like wanting to read this, and she's just like, oh, a brick on top, reading this part. I feel so stupid. I've been calling this the priority of the orange tree. It's priory.
It's Priory. What the heck? No one knew that. I swear. I swear everyone's been saying priority. I guess we're all just unintellectuals together. Someone tell me if I'm holding this right, because it just keeps going down. I can't rest my hand or my arm on the table because she is way too thick from the table. Like, okay. I'm not complaining, but I am. His breath smelled of milk. What does milk smell like, right? Even my bird doesn't comprehend. What does milk smell like? Do you smell like milk? Sorry. But is it like low fat milk, 1%, 2%, whole milk? You know, is it yogurt? Is it curdled? We need all the info. Did I? Yay! Whoa! Am I crazy enough to bring this to work with me? I think I am. Put you in, put you out. It didn't add that much. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's extra workout if you think about it. I'm not here to complain, right? But I'm complaining. I don't want to wake up at like 5:40 every single day. My reading will slow down because of all the schoolwork and stuff. I got home, I showered, I'm eating day old guacamole that looks really brown with some crackers, reading Priory of the Orange Tree. I'm gonna relax, my feet hurt. Let's decompress. This guac was spicy. What is this? No, I do not, you witless cabbage. I'm literally gonna call someone a witless cabbage. That is it. That cured my depression. That cured all the sadness in the world. Boom. Mic down. Whatever. Witless cabbage. Whoa. I think I'm going to Lulu. I barely slept. Hello, hello. I've de-stressed and it's been a while since my last update. If I'm being honest, I think it was 2 days. I think I'm just being really dramatic, but it's fine. Okay, so I want to update you where I am in the Priory of the Orange Tree. I have honestly been reading on my Kindle because of the fact that this book is heavy, chunky, and it will break my back. I'm just more inclined to bring the Kindle everywhere with me and read on the go rather than bring this because I don't think I have space for my commute bag. I am on page 153 or like chapter 14 of part 1. So like I've done that much of the Priory of the Orange Tree, which isn't bad. But what I've been eating up in a huge chunk has been Educated, a memoir by Tara Westover. If I'm being honest, I did not know that this was a memoir. I'm 45% in this audiobook just because I walk so much and it helps me pass the time. But this feels like a complete fiction book because you have a very culty, abusive, mentally ill father that's like raising his children in the middle of nowhere with no schooling. He thinks he's enlightened by God, so he doesn't send his children to school. And the women, they aren't supposed to work. They're very Mormon to the point that there's no cables, there's no television, Kids don't even go to school. Even like an inch of this is like you're a whore. She has to work in a scrapyard with her father, but like almost dies, and it's her living with her very sexist brothers. And it's called Educated because what I think is the story of how she goes to school and how her beliefs have changed, because the beliefs that her father was spouting upon her was just crazy. He was all about like the conspiracy shit, all the Illuminati. Oh, by Y2K, the world's gonna end, so stockpile on guns, food. That was the kind of family she lived with. And yeah, it's just really sad right now. Like, there's no good thing really that's happening. On a lighter note, I have a little book haul. I have these books that I recently acquired. These are library borrows, and it is the third and fourth volume of The Way of the House Husband. They're cute. I didn't record myself reading it, but I did finish The Way of the House Husband, Volume 2, on the train, and I was having a good laugh. I was like, I don't want this to be over. When I was reading, like, Goodnight Punpun Omnisse, I was like, okay, the chapters are long. This manga is long. When is it gonna end? But with this one, it's like, please just keep on going. It's so lighthearted. It's so comedic. It's so funny. But also, it doesn't get, like, repetitive. I don't know how, but he just does better and better things every like scene, and it doesn't get boring. These two, they are folktales. I can't tell you much except that it's the best loved folktales of the world. Got this from a friend as a book exchange, and I also got the complete fairy tales of the Brothers Grimm. She is so cute, and my friend has like little tabs. So I'm so excited to see what those tabs are, if I'm being honest. She needed it for a class, but when I saw it, I was like, I need that. And she finally gave it after a year because I gave her like the billionaire romance kind of books. Book exchange. But if you want the main gist of Priory of the Orange Tree, well, I was like reading and being confused, right? I was like, this is literally if Fourth Wing had a baby with Poppy War, but also had a little love affair with the Tales of Neveryon. That's the vibe it's giving. I know my hair looks kind of crazy. It is alright. Basically, I've been studying for the past 5 hours straight, plus a nap, because my eyes got tired. Or my brain got tired. But anyway, we're gonna get out of this, and we're gonna shower, and we're gonna read. I am not done studying, but I think my brain is fried at the moment. So let's refresh and let's read, because reading makes me happy, and I hope it makes you happy too. So this is your reminder to read or do whatever makes you happy, such as sketching, painting, listening to music, making music, going for a walk. Yeah. I know I may look a little scary, but this is self-care. It's trusting the process and then looking a little better afterwards and feeling a lot better. I feel cleansed of all like the stresses. While I still do need to do stuff right after this, I am taking my time with the sacred ritual to just calm myself. Like, yeah. Yeah, we earned this long day. We earned a little bit like rest, you know? Hi, it's the next day. We're gonna change the pace a little bit because the Priory of the Orange Tree, girl, honestly, I'm too stressed to be reading that. Like, I am not enjoying it. It's like a force read. Yeah, so we're gonna change our pace a little bit and read this because I am so stressed about the test and all the other academic stuff. I felt like reading The Way of the House Husband, it's a manga, is the way to go. I cannot keep reading Priory of the Orange Tree. I'm really sorry, but I'm not DNFing her, but I will let her simmer. I will let her wait until I'm ready for her. You understand that? Thank you. We're gonna read this. I'm so excited. I'm really so excited. But it's a great ode to like self-care and all of that, because if you're not feeling something, if something's not making you happy, if it's just adding even more stress into your life when it's supposed to bring happiness, I think you need to back off on it. And this is my way of putting up a boundary on that. Okay, I went with her for a week. I wasn't feeling her, she wasn't feeling me. So it's okay to stop. And that's a good lesson.
I thought this guy was like, he got like beat up or something. He didn't even fight. He's fighting against a little roach. Look at her. Oh my gosh. I did not expect that. That's so cute. The cockroach is on his chest, and he's basically like, this is the ultimate sacrifice. She hit him instead of the cockroach. This is a really good way of doing self-care. Like, honestly, if you're smiling from something that you're reading, it's hitting your like spirit, your soul, and I'm down for that. Like, I've been so stressed lately that I've been snacking on chips and all these other snacks when I'm normally a health conscious person, and I've just been overeating and stuff, and I've been doom scrolling. But I think that's also because I just didn't want to read this, if I'm being honest. The story itself is very complicated because it's high fantasy, but the fact that this is so heavy too just makes it less appealing for me right now when I'm trying to dissociate from life. But during a non-stressful place where you really want to be transported in this new world, this would be amazing. But if you don't have the brain capacity to think of the new landscapes, the new world, the world building, the new relationships, I don't think this is it. Like, it is a great book. It's just not good for where I am right now. If I read it in the summer, it would have been fine. But right now is like too hectic of a time to be reading a hectic book, if you know what I mean. Oompa loompa doobity doo. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this reading vlog here, and that's because I just want to take a fat nap right now. I am a little tired. I still need to study. Good lesson we learned for this week. Self-care is utter importance. Like, yes, you can be productive, but is productivity really like gonna solve all your problems? Okay, like, there's enough productivity like work-wise, but if you need to be productive with your hobbies too when they're supposed to make you happy, then, you know, step back, self-care, reevaluate what you're doing. Okay, so the wrap up is I read The Priory of the Orange Tree, like this much. I got to chapter 16 of part 1, but you know, she just got a little bit too much for me right now at my stressful time, which is totally fine. I read the second volume of The Way of the House Husband on my Kindle. Forgot to show it to you, but I did, and now I'm like halfway through this one. This is volume 3. Amazing, love it. We'll probably finish this within an hour after my fat nap. I got to 53% of Educated, which is a memoir by Tara Westover, and we made some journal spreads. I might make some a little bit more. I'm gonna practice, but that is it for today. Thank you for joining me in my little chaotic mess of hobbies. Yeah, thank you for sticking around. Thank you. I hope you drank some water. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you're healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.